Hey everybody, this is Amber, and I'm back again for my second poem called Blessed Then Cursed Part 1. And basically what I'm doing is talking about the Atlantic slave trade and how that tied into God's prophecy that he had over Israel and the Israelites after they were to disobey his commandments to go against his rules. And everything that I got is from Deuteronomy 28. I got it from the book of Jeremiah also, and also Isaiah. But mainly everything I got from Deuteronomy 28. So if you have any questions about anything, or if you want to go look for yourself, go look in Deuteronomy 28 and it's all there. And everything that happened or was said to happen to the Israelites, it all happened to our African ancestors in the Atlantic slave trade. So here's Blessed and Cursed. We as black people should know our true history. The slave trade is comprehended, but the Bible aspect is a total mystery. God said if Israel is obedient, they shall be blessed temporally and spiritually. But none of that happened, which starts the biggest curse in history. They did not hearken unto God's voice, observe not his commandments nor his statutes. Then cursed they were in the city and in the field. And that was so true. Thou shalt have a wife, but another man shall lie with her then. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Boy, weren't the times of our people rough? Shall the nation that you do not know eat up the fruits of your labors? And you shall become a byword among nations, also known as that famous word nigger. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. The black man oppressed, and the white man prevailed. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee. Therefore in hunger, and thirst, and in nakedness, thou shalt serve thine enemies. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, a nation whose tongue you do not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, who will not show favor in thy hand. I will set my face against you, and you shall be slain before your enemies that hate you. They shall hate you, and you shall flee when none pursueth you. And upon them left alive I will send a faintness in their hearts, and the mere sound of shaking leaves shall chase them and cause them to part. And ye shall perish among your enemies, their land shall eat you up. And again I say, boy, didn't they have it rough? The Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth to another. Wives separated from husbands, children separated from mothers. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither you nor your fathers have known, images made of wood, and even some made of stone. Among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall your feet have rest. But the Lord shall give you a trembling heart, a burden upon your flesh. Thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of thy life. And the Lord shall bring thee into the land of Egypt again, with ships, and thou shalt see it no more again. Egypt meaning the house of bondage, where you will be sold to your enemies as bondmen and bondwomen. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? The young lions roared upon him and yelled, and thou made his land a waste. Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge about God's prophecy. And I'm not talking about college. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Now do you see that a house is best led by our men? Thy sons have fainted, they lie at the heads of all the streets. They are full of fear of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God. Can't you see? But this is a people robbed and spoiled, and they are hid in prison houses around. They are for prey, and none delivered, so free this and that person doesn't help on these grounds. But then God said, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest and quiet, and none shall make him afraid but me. And it shall come to pass, O house of Judah, so I will save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. Soon there will be no more stressing. For your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be upon them. So don't you see, guys? Our ancestors lived in the curse, being forced to leave their homes, or being slaves since birth. They went against God's will. Commandments were never kept. But until we keep them all, the curse will never be put to rest. Single black mothers, children's fathers put in jail. Put down those guns. Forget those mixtapes. Pick up your Bible and prevail. Wake up, you descendants of Israel, and learn the true history of your roots. Make that a pun intended, because the prophecy of the Israelites is the Atlantic slave trade known to you. It's time to fulfill God's plan and be a remnant to him. We're in the end times, and who knows when it will fully end. One thing I can tell you is that the world must first know the whole truth. Then will Jesus come back to pursue me and you. So till then, spread the truth, and don't be deceived by the deceivers. It's time to stand up, God's people, because we are the true believers.